Hi everybody, I hope you're doing well today. I know I'm a little late, a lot late, but I've only tried this like, I don't know how many times. I'm having a little technical difficulty, but that's okay. I'll get through it. I'm going to do Isaiah 47, 10, and 11. For you have trusted in your wickedness. You have said, no one sees me. Your wisdom and your knowledge have warped you, and you have said in your heart, I am, and there is no one else besides me. Therefore, evil shall come upon you. You shall not know from where it arises, and trouble shall fall upon you, and you will not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon you suddenly, which you shall not know. And there are those of you that are still out there trying, I know, your last ditch effort, right? Because you know that your karma is coming. And that's probably not all that's coming for you. And you know this too. So you're working around the clock, I see. And it won't do you any good. You can work around the clock all you want. What you've done is what you've done. And, you'll have to pay for what you've done. God will see to that. You've done all kinds of crazy stuff thinking that you're going to put God off. But he owns this world. You can't stop him. No matter who or what he wants to do things for, or whatever he wants to do in this world, he doesn't have to ask anyone's permission. He owns this world. Not the one you serve, but God. And whatever you think you can do this, and you think you can do that, and you think you can put, what he wants to do off, you can't. Maybe for a minute you can put something off, but he's going to get sick of it, and you won't like the results, believe me. And you think you can, stick things under his nose and think he's going to fall for it, sticking your clone in there and thinking that, what were you thinking? That is so hilarious, really. You think because you stick a clone in there that God's not going to notice. He notices, believe me. That was just crazy. And that was just wrong on so many levels and crazy. It was silly. Could have never passed for so many different reasons. And what he decides to do, when he sets out to do something, it's not coming back void. And you all know this. And for the ones you've got involved in this, there'll be retribution for everyone, every single one. It doesn't matter who you are. And so it just blows my mind how many people are involved in all this. Hundreds of people risking their lives, risking their livelihoods for, different things, for money, clout, siphoning. It's crazy. What the lengths people will go to for, well, I guess it's like a drug, isn't it? That's even allowed to, I don't know if you can say that or not, but that's what it's like, I guess. You go out of the country for your voodoo witch doctors, and I can't imagine how much money, all total, has been wasted, totally wasted this time. And I know there's ones who didn't, and were not so lucky as God's children, who were targeted and didn't make it through it. And that's terrible. The things that you've done is awful. But it's all going to come to the light. And there's going to be new rules for these crazy things that you're doing. A lot of you have ruined your lives with all these multiple diseases that you can't get rid of. You've ruined your lineage, your family, and you don't even care. It's crazy some of the things you've done. Thinking that you could get away with it. Well, you've got away with a lot of it, probably most of your lives or centuries, because this just involves all kinds of people. People from doctors, lawyers, hospital workers, waste people, army, post office, courthouse people, elite groups, government people, and don't forget your out of the country voodoo witch doctors either. You guys have just got everybody involved. It's crazy. You go down by the water, you go into the graveyards, and if I'm not mistaken, I think some of you went to the crossroads. Really? That is crazy. That is just absolutely ludicrous to try to hang on to something that, once again, did not even belong to you. You guys, I don't know. There's no accounting for the things that you've done, but anyway, you'll have to pay for what you've done. You can't put your karma off on someone else. You know what's coming for you, and it is coming. You can't stop what's, you've already done it. And best thing you can do is pray to God to help you. Go to God, ask Him for help. Ask for His forgiveness and seek Him, because that's all any of you can do. You need to do that because, the terrible things you've done, I don't know, it just blows my mind. But anyway, those of you who are sticking by your father, as I always tell you, don't let him out of your sight. There's so much craziness going on in this world right now, and you need to stick close to him. Stay in his word, pray, meditate on his word. Videos, there's just so many ways you can always stay close to him. So please do that. And with all this being said, I love you so much. God loves you even more. And I thank you all for always listening to me. You have a beautiful rest of the evening.